Hey, what's good? It's your boy Mixtape Moff, and today I'm gonna hit y'all with a review of the new Nyce the Future and Havoc of Mobb Deep EP entitled Future of the Streets. Let's get to it. Alright, so Nyce the Future is a rapper coming out of Southside Jamaica, Queens. He's been rapping behind the scenes since the mid 2000s, appearing on mixtapes as well as songs with Mobb Deep and G Unit. In retrospect, I did hear Nyce the Future's verse back in 2007 on Havoc's The Kush album, but I didn't really realize the extent to his Mobb Deep affiliation. I just assumed it was a random feature in all honesty. But as it turned out, Nyce had been working closely with the Mobb since the 2000s and even had his name given to him by the late great Prodigy. Now, in terms of his rapping style, I would label him as a street rapper who has straightforward bars. At times his lyrics and concepts might come across as a little cliche, but overall he's got a good flow and brings about a decent amount of energy to tracks. Stylistically, I would say that Nyce the Future is a throwback to the G Unit sound of the mid to late 2000s and even Mobb Deep when they were on that label. I'd also throw in some early Meek. Those are just the particular vibes I was getting from him. But before I decided to research any background info on Nyce the Future, I decided to check out this project for the simple fact that it was produced by one of my favorite New York producers of all time, Havoc. I saw Havoc's name attached and that's all I needed to know. It's not that I cared so much about who Nyce the Future was, but I was sold after I knew Havoc was on the boards. So this EP contains 8 tracks and lasts approximately 26 minutes in length. The only feature is Havoc, who appears once. But with that being said, let me go ahead and hit y'all with this track by track breakdown. The opener, I Can't Believe It, has a really dope choir sample on the beat. It's very soulful and one of the most attractive instrumentals on the project. Nyce declares this beat real hard but real smooth like Sade. I feel this track serves as a great introduction to Nyce as an artist. If you aren't familiar with his prior work, he states, "You now tuned in to Mobb Deep's Best Secret." But yeah, this was a really strong opener and one of the best songs from the tape, in my opinion. You can tell Havoc was in his bag while cooking up this instrumental. Track 2, Everything I Love, has a haunting and ghostly backdrop. It's a minimalist beat akin to some DJ Muggs or Alchemist production. On this one, Nyce provides some heavy street related content. He's rapping about his shooters and moving at work. There's just a level of authenticity that you sense with his words. Welcome to Southside, the belly of the beast, where dudes will kill you for some Pirellis on the Jeep. Track 3, Boss of Bosses, is another highlight. This features a verse and hook from Havoc, who comes across as an elder statesman of sorts, whereas Nyce can be seen as more of a hungry upstart who still has some stuff to prove. I love the moody violin on top of the tranquil beat. It just has a sophisticated mafioso sound, like something only reserved for the made men of the family. It's really a pristine beat from Hav. I also think Havoc's verse is solid as he laces us with the jewel, "Floss never had to. My essence is the crown. Gotta know your self-value." The tempo then picks up a bit on Graphic, which has a spooky keyboard loop. It's a gully beat that sounds fitting for like Lloyd Banks or The Lox. On this one, Nyce has some boastful, hustling bars. There's some gun talk and even threats being issued. "We make a movie out you, put you on the big screen, separate your top from your bottom like a split screen." As hard as this record is, he does leave us with some cliche lines like, "Don't want no beef, don't want no static, the chopper having dudes flipping like gymnastics." You know, the whole flipping like gymnastics line is like one of the most overused lines in hip hop. It's just beyond basic. Immediately following is Savage. This is more of a sparse beat with some watery synths. It's a little more up tempo, kind of giving off a hood anthem flavor. Nyce does provide some pretty hard hitting but straightforward bars like, "I got more tools than a contractor, hollow tips crush your bones like a compactor, cannon so big when I shoot my arm fracture." Then we have the feel good anthem Say Yes. This samples from Kenny Burke's Rising to the Top, a very well-known but classic 80s R&B song. It's got that smooth Queens flavor, you know, something fly that you could ride out to. And with a loop like this, it's pretty hard to miss. The second to last track is Active. This has a woozy and off-kilter trap beat from Hav. It's something different, but I did like the energy. Nyce is rapping with a choppier but animated flow. You know, this is the kind of record that will get you hype in the gym. Then the EP closes out with Infamous. The horn loop is pretty jarring and repetitive, but in step with Havoc's unorthodox production style. From Nyce, we got some more boastful bars about hustling. However, I was somewhat indifferent to the lyrics as they really didn't stand out, but you know, I did like how he switched up the flow. Overall, I give this project a rating of 3.5 mics. It doesn't really have any rewind worthy bars or concepts that you never heard before, but what it does offer is hard-hitting street rap, plain and simple. Clearly though, the selling point to this album is the production from Havoc. I doubt, in all honesty, that I would have given this project a listen had Havoc's name not been attached to it. I'm just keeping it a buck. While I felt all the instrumentals were solid, there were some really standout ones like I Can't Believe It, Boss of Bosses, and Graphic. It's just really great to see Havoc back in the lab, hungry again and producing for artists, as I feel he had been MIA for over a year ago. Now, I can't say that I enjoyed this one as much as the Havoc produced In the Name of Prodigy by Flea Lord, but it is a solid release nonetheless that I think Mobb Deep fans should want to check out. I'm just thankful that I follow Havoc on Instagram, or else I wouldn't have been aware that this came out. And hopefully his project with Method Man does see the light of day sooner than later. My favorite tracks include I Can't Believe It, Everything I Love, Boss of Bosses, Graphic, and Active. Let me know what you thought about this EP in the comment section below. It's your boy Mixtape Mobb. I'm signing out, but be sure to hit that like button and please subscribe. As always, it's peace and blessings. Nyce the Future, Havoc, Future of the Streets, 1.